OK. Well, some of the other things that was quite concerning for me in terms of the what we were hearing yesterday as well was that the concerns about potential crimes, and again, these are allegations, but sexual assault is one of the ones here. 2 counts of sexual assault, 1 count of attempted sexual assault, all alleged, and 1 count of inciting a girl to engage in sexual activity. By the way, for reference, that girl, at least at one occasion, allegedly was a 14-year-old girl wearing school uniform. If there is a perception here for the British public that even with allegations such as that currently going through the courts, that is not enough to warrant the closure of a local migrant hotel, I worry about what kind of message that sends about what kind of two-tier Britain, really, that the concerns of locals don't seem to matter.
Look, I understand and I sympathise. I've got a daughter. I sympathise completely with the way the local people feel about it. I've always advocated that all asylum seekers should be detained until their asylum applications are decided. That's a huge ask with the resources we have. But they've got to be housed somewhere. And what the government need is a sustainable, accommodating, sustainable plan to accommodate asylum seekers. They don't have one. There is no plan. So, and this person who's committed this, or allegedly committed this offence, should be brought before the law and punished, and that should be it. But you can't close asylum seekers' hotel or ask them to leave the hotel when first they didn't ask to be there. No, none of them said, we want to stay in hotels.
Well, Ivan, you know what I'm going to say here now, don't you? Which is that they've overwhelmingly illegally broken into Britain using small boats, having passed through numerous different safe countries. And if they didn't ask to be that in the specific hotel in Epping, all of them know that they're going to be put in some hotel, don't they? That's the point. It's not a shock to any of them. That's why they're coming here, a lot of them, because they're currently living in squalid conditions in France. So, I mean, they might not have thrown a dart at the map of England and landed on Epping, but they knew they were going to be in a hotel somewhere, didn't they?
Yes, they did. And first of all, they're not illegal, they're irregular. It's not unlawful. If they're illegal, Patrick, what is the penalty? Tell me the penalty.
Well, that's the point. The penalty should be deportation on a mass scale, Ivan, shouldn't it? But unfortunately, that's not what we've got.
No, but there isn't one. So when you do something unlawful, there has to be a sanction. You get put in prison, you get a fine, something happens for the unlawful act. There isn't one. So describing it as illegal is simply not true.
Well, I'm going to continue to describe it as illegal because I think anyone who's got a brain in their head will think it is. If I let myself into your house at 4 o'clock in the morning uninvited, Ivan, I imagine you would think that's illegal, wouldn't you?
Well, yes, but the Refugee Convention is the law which determines whether it's legal or not. Right. And I'm telling you, the law says it isn't.
Well, I choose not to care about that. And I think the vast majority of British people now also choose not to care about that.
Well, if you heard Prince Charles's speech on this topic, he described it as irregular.
He did, yes.
The Prince has it right, you don't.
Oh, he's a king for a start, and I'm not entirely sure he does. I do. It's all right. I do wonder if whether or not he's ever experienced the delights of living near a migrant hotel in Buckingham Palace.